from the ground up. Good morning.
Good morning, Linda. That's right. We're just behind Sam Lynn Ballpark, almost in like the north area of Bakersfield, if you will. And I'm on a mission this morning to help beautify. Is that the right word I'm looking for? Beautification, the beautification of Bakersfield. Bakersfield is getting nearly 300 trees as part of a grant to the state. And starting tomorrow, and we'll fill you in here in just 1 second on how you can volunteer if you want. They're actually looking for more volunteers to help plant so many trees throughout the area, including right here in this part of Bakersfield to help beautify the area. We got Racin Dugan with me over here, part of the Recreation and Parks Department. Guys, it sounds like a famous TV show. I love the names, by the way. Do you guys work together every day?
Yes, we do.
What was that famous cop show? What are they called? Come on, help me out here.
Chips?
Yes, Starsky and Hutch. Are you guys like Starsky and Hutch?
Yeah, sort of, I guess.
Oh, you guys are like much more intelligent.
Right.
You guys are arborists, right? Oh, okay. Now, the first step in planting a tree. First of all, what kind of tree do we have right here?
This is a eastern redbud.
An eastern redbud, that's right, okay. First step in planting a tree, obviously you have to dig a hole.
Right.
Now, I'm not really sure if there's a protocol to do that, the right way to do this. I'm kind of holding the mic, so that didn't help.
Yeah.
But what's probably the proper way to dig? There's got to be some kind of method to the madness, right?
What you want to do, Josh, we want to plant usually double the size of the root ball, which gives the roots a little room to grow in some softer soil. So you want to go double the size of the root ball is kind of the rule of thumb when you're planting a tree.
Okay.
So we'll dig a hole that's probably approximately twice the size of that 15-gallon.
I tell you what, because I'm very fragile. How about you get it started for me?
I can do that.
And I'll go in here and talk to Diane. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously, though, get it started. I'll talk to Diane for a second, and then I'll come back and help you out. I don't want to pull my back out or anything, No. Diane Hoover with me, Recreation and Parks. Diane, talk about. This comes from money from the state. Nearly 500 trees across the valley will be given out, across Kern County, really, right?
Yes, right.
Talk about where these trees are being planted and exactly, how it's going to help beautify the area.
Well, these trees were donated through the state. CAL FIRE and State Resources Agency wanted to make sure that the valley had more trees. Trees help clean the air,
That's right.
and they know that. And it also, like you said, helps beautify the whole area. Here at the Kern Uplands Park, we did lose some of our trees, so we're here to replenish some of them. And this park was also by a state grant, so we're using the trees. And then we need volunteers to help out. So it's a big day tomorrow. Invest from the ground up. So if you plant a tree in the ground, it goes up and it helps the air and it helps the environment.
And all my friends watching from home right now, Diane says you don't even have to sign up if you want to volunteer tomorrow. Just come on down behind Sam Lynn Ballpark. Just show up between 8 and 9 o'clock. You register. They're going to have plenty of water because it's actually going to be about 80 degrees tomorrow.
Well, later in the day, yes.
Yeah, later in the day. So they'll have plenty of water. Don't worry about anything like that. But come on out if you want to volunteer and help beautify the area. Reporting from behind Sam Lynn Ballpark here in Bakersfield, I'm Josh Helmuth. Rob, Linda, back to you.
His green thumb, Josh. Good morning. Look at you. You look like a presidential candidate
Good
right there,
morning,
planting
Rob.
a tree.
Yeah, right. If I ever run for office, I doubt it'll be anything of prominence. It might be more like fantasy baseball commissioner or something like that. But yeah, I'm trying to do this with a microphone. You guys have to vouch for me. Come on. Racin Dugan over here. I like to call him Starsky and Hutch. No, I was doing a little bit of work off camera, right? A little bit.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
But we'll fill us in what we're doing this morning in case we have new viewers. We have this beautiful new tree. This is kind of like a ceremonial thing, if you will. The first one we're planting. Most of them will be planted tomorrow. This is a red bud tree?
Yes, eastern redbud.
Okay, and we dug the hole. Now we just put it in the ground. What's the method? What's the proper way to kind of fill this in?
Well, you want to, when you backfill it, you don't want to raise it to this is the root ball here, and you don't want it to be at the root flare here. You want it to be just below that. You don't want the dirt to build up because it'll suffocate the tree.
Really?
So when you backfill it, you just want to kind of have it level with the root ball here, and then we're going to put some wood chips on it after.
So packing it in too tightly would be bad.
Well, you do want to pack it down tight to make sure it's solid because you don't want the tree to tip over. But the point is you don't want to fill it to the trunk of the tree because that'll choke it out. It needs to receive the oxygen. So
I have a black thumb, man. I really do. I couldn't keep a chia pet alive. It's a true story. It's sad. Here, I'll leave this here for now unless you guys want to get started without me. I got to talk to Diane before we run out of time already. Diane Hoover here with Recreation and Parks. Diane, talk about this has got to be something that everyone looks forward to, getting all these trees. We all know the greener the better. It's not only more beautiful, but it also helps the environment as well, helps clean the air.
Yes, it does. And also, when it does rain, you know, we get some erosion, and the water just runs off. So if we have trees that it benefits, then that's good too. So it's very good to plant trees, and no matter what time of year or
what parts of the county will be receiving these trees?
Well, here in the city, we're going to be planting along the Kern River uplands, and some trees will be planted downtown as well. That's awesome. So that's very good.
And you say you could still take in some volunteers. They don't even have to sign up. They just show up tomorrow.
They can show up. We do ask that they bring some gloves and perhaps a shovel, and then also we have them sign a waiver form. So right there.
Okay. And Diane says right behind Samlin Ballpark here, just right off Chester, between 8 and 9 o'clock tomorrow. Very easy registration process. They'll have water and everything. I'm sure you can volunteer as much as your time as you'd like, but they're planning on planting many trees tomorrow just to really take advantage of this the grant that we've got from the state, this beautification process. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Excuse me. I'll be with Race and Dugan coming up in the next hour. I just love the names, Race and Dugan. It's amazing. Reporting from Samlin Ballpark, I'm Josh Helmuth. Guys, back to you.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. We appreciate it. It is now 7. Rec is investing from the ground up, literally. Good morning, Josh.
That's right. From the ground up, Rob. That's right. Here at the Race and Dugan with Recreation and Parks this morning. Guys, we've put the red bud in the hole here. We created a rim so it holds that moisture, right? Now, I've always wondered how you guys do this. How you put the what do you call these? You just call them sticks? Stakes. These stakes in the ground. What's this mechanism we have right here?
Post pounder.
It's called a post pounder. All right, I'm gonna hand this off to you. Okay. Kind of walk me through how to do this. Just kind of lift it up and just.
Right, lift it up because you have a big, about 3 inches of steel on top. So be careful of your head there, buddy.
Just like that?
Yeah, there you go.
What do you think? How much further?
Keep going.
There you go.
Yeah, feel like
there
a man.
That's man work. That's right.
There you go. I'm a man. I'm 40.
There you go.
Football quote right there. This thing weighs probably about 45 pounds.
It's heavy.
I think it's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Now, what would be the last step in planting this tree? Put the stakes down.
We'll put some mulch around this to hold the water.
Got it. So you're putting down the mulch. That helps keep the water in, not just for aesthetic purposes.
No, this actually retains water.
Got it. Retains all the water. Any tips for those out there that maybe want to do this around their own home? How to keep a tree alive? Because I know when I plant anything, I guess I told you earlier, I can't keep a chia pet alive.
Right. Okay, so you want to, when you plant, you've seen all the steps, right? So once you've planted the tree, make sure you give it a real deep saturation of water, at least water for 2 hours, you know, because you want the tree to establish deep roots. Okay. And that's better for the stability and the structure of the tree. And then, about this time actually would be a good time for maybe some steer manure for a good fertilization, but not in the first year. Wait till it's established for about 1 or 2 years. Okay. And then start, because the salts are pretty hard on it when it's young.
Got it. And,
but the water is the most important thing.
Professional arborists right here. Listen to them. They know what they're talking about. Diane Hoover here is with me. Again, behind Samlin Ballpark here in Bakersfield. Not only are we, this is kind of like a ceremonial thing, this is an honorary thing, allowing me to help you guys plant your first tree, but tomorrow you're meeting here behind Samlin Ballpark, you're asking your volunteers to come in out, you're planting a lot of trees tomorrow. Describe why and just how many trees you're planting.
Well, we're planting 215 trees here in the city. Most of them will be at the Uplands Park and along the Kern River Parkway. Some of them will be downtown. But the reason is for the clean air that the trees provide and also the beautification for the city. The grant that we got from the state wanted the San Joaquin Valley to have more trees, especially for the air.
For the air and, you know, exactly. And this is something that's, has this been done in years past?
We haven't got this size of grant before. We get a few trees now and then from the state through donations and things, but not to this degree. So this is a great program.
It's a great program, and you guys have great workers. Starsky and Hutch. I'm just kidding. Race and Duke, and they're gonna give me a hard time because great. If we start being called these nicknames now, you're gonna get it. No, they're giving me a hard time earlier. But they're great guys, really great workers. They know what they're talking about. Thanks a lot for having me out here this morning, guys. We're done here. But again, if you want to volunteer, you make it out here between 8 and 9 a.m. tomorrow behind Samlin Ballpark. Just bring your gloves, bring a shovel, and help beautify Bakersfield. Nearly 500 trees throughout the county about to be planted. Pretty cool. Guys, back to you.